All right, folks. Welcome to episode 3 of Guild of Thieves, and the new look. Hit it with a hammer, where you can see all of us all of the time. So hopefully this is a bit more engaging, and you'll actually see people's reactions, even if you can't hear them because they're muted when funny and silly things happen. But it's a bit of an experiment, and everyone's gonna have to get used to the fact that they're on the stream all of the time. So no picking noses and standing up and revealing you're not wearing any pants, or any some such. But yeah, hopefully it makes the stream better. And let us know. Also, if anybody's watching, drop a comment, because I don't actually know what the comments look like now that I've changed everything around. And this isn't necessarily the final thing either. This is just to sort of see if we can accommodate everything that we need to on screen. So yeah, any of you players can also just drop a comment and see what happens. It's possible that nothing happens. And certainly nothing has happened so far.
Yep, I think nothing happens.
Okay, so that's good to know. Good to know. That's a positive test. I wonder why that is. I'm not going to troubleshoot it now. We can see the comments in YouTube, and I can see them in my streaming software. They're just not being reflected in the stream for some reason. Probably because I've got something on top of it, on top of the chat box. But anyway, if everybody would like to just say, or do we even need to? People don't need to say hello. Everybody can see that you're here, so we can just cut that out of the entire, out of the whole equation. People can even read your names and be reminded of the people that are playing these infernal games every Monday night. So in that case, we can crack on and remind ourselves where we got to last week, which was that we were exploring the cave system under the hill or mountain, and we'd connected it with the cave system under the temple. So the last points I think we got was for getting the berries from the yew tree, possibly. So there's a few more places to explore in this cave system, and then there's also kind of joining up what's going on west of the jetty. So there's a bunch of locations that we never explored when we first arrived that would be good to kind of connect up. So,
quick question for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Did we? In my mind, I thought after we did the berries, that's when we then figured out how to drop the ladder down.
It was the other way around.
Was it the other way around? Okay, so we've definitely got everything from under the temple as well. We've got.
Yep, we do. We have the statuette. We have the chips of mineral. We have the chest with the heart in it. We're still carrying a skeleton around with us.
It wouldn't fit in the sarcophagus. What were you meant to do?
Yeah, a platinum brooch. We've got. I'm looking for the eye. We had the skull. Ah, yeah. So we have the skull, and the eye is in the skull. The skull acts as a container. So yeah, we have everything. Finger bone, ivy rhinoceros. Still carrying the pick with us, which potentially we could. So it hasn't broken. That's interesting. We could maybe hit the statuette with it.
I thought that broke last time that we chipped at the wall to get the chips of mineral.
We have the chips.
We do have the chips. The pick is very old, its blade almost worn away by constant chipping at the rock face. It is damaged. I think it has one more hit in it. We certainly have destroyed it a few times, but in this particular playthrough, I guess we only used it that one time to get the chips, and it survived. So we could try hitting the statuette with it, and then immediately restoring. Why don't I just do that now? Smash statuette with pick. The pick is broken. Okay.
Thanks for joining. Tune in next week.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you
End of
think,
game.
does that mean that doing that broke it, or is it already broken? It's just telling you it's broken.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question.
I think it's already broken.
Yes, it didn't say that the pick broke when we
No.
hit the statuette. It's that we can't do anything with it because it is actually broken. I just assumed we wouldn't be carrying it around anymore, but clearly we are. We're carrying a broken pick around with us. That is so maybe we can get it fixed. Maybe it's still useful.
That's not even close to the strangest thing we're carrying around. So I mean,
really not. Nowhere near the strangest thing. What I suggest is we're in Junction Chamber. So there was a route south from the fork in the road. So I think if we go southeast from here, we get to fork in the road, and south is a direction that we've never been in. So let's see what's to the south. Outside the shop which confronts you is somber and black. It is an undertaker's catering for family bereavements and untimely ends, or so it says on the board hanging above the shop. There is an out to lunch sign on the front door to the south. A path leads off to the west. And presumably north as well? North and west. Let's try open door. Door is locked. Look at sign. Sign proclaims that the staff will be back shortly. It's possible that the grave digger... Well, it's not an undertaker, is it?
It's the kind of door that might be opened by the ebony key, being as it is all black and everything.
Didn't we already use it?
Yeah, we did. It's the ivory one we haven't used. Oh, good parser. Look, I said unlock door ivory key. And I said, I think there's a word missing there somewhere. No, neither of those keys.
or the skeleton key.
Nope.
It's going to be one of those puzzles where we either need to break into that shop when he's not there, or we need to wait for him to return to let us in to do something.
Yeah, well, him or whoever it is. Doesn't actually say, does it? It says the staff will be back shortly. And it's the undertakers, so it's probably not the grave digger. But we can go west from here. Bank of Karovnia. You are outside a large building which has a sign consisting of large black letters across its top, announcing its usual function. Bank of Karovnia with letters missing. N, O, and I are missing. There is a solid-looking oak door to the south in front of the building with a notice attached. To the left of the door there is a night safe, and the undertaker's shop is to the east. So the only exit is to the east. Let's look at the sign. The sign is constructed from shabby plastic letters which attempt to describe the bank. Notice. Read notice.
Seeing as we're thieves, are we meant to rob the bank here?
I'd imagine. Bank closed due to no business. Signed, Mr. Peckham.
Can we open the door?
Locked. Want me to go through them again? No. Open the safe. Night safe is open. Enter safe. Can't go that way. Close safe. Close the empty night safe and hear the unmistakable sound of nothing falling away. So it's the same as the night safe in the antechamber, the temple. Maybe not enter safe. Open safe. Look in safe. Contains nothing. Go safe.
Wouldn't we have to put something in the night safe?
In.
Like make a deposit?
Like what? If I say in, it says, in your haste to enter the bank, you fail to notice that the door is shut. It intercepts your head and causes you to recoil. Yeah, I can't think of anything that we'd want to put in the night safe.
No. Can you just do a look?
General look.
Yeah. Because I don't know, the fact that there are letters missing just feels like it's something.
Mm.
So what are the letters that are missing? An N.
O and I.
Yeah, N, O, and I, like, as I said. Or look at letters. A cursory glance at the letters persuades you that they are of no importance.
Yeah.
Get N. No, this thinks N is north.
I think it's just giving the impression that it's
Old. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, not looked after anymore. Okay.
Oh well, let's wander around somewhere else then.
East, north, back to fork in the road, northwest, a junction chamber. And now here we have northeast and northwest that we haven't been, I believe. Yeah, northeast and northwest. So let's try northeast. Passage. Zoological and Botanical Gardens is written above a toll gate at the east end of this passage, which also turns southwest to a junction. Next to the toll gate in the north wall of the passage is a night safe. Night safe set in the north wall of the passage. It bears the inscription Bank of Korovnia on the front. It is closed. Open it. Look in it. Contains nothing. Close it. Exactly the same.
I wonder whether we're going to need to get something down into the safe which has multiple bits, and like each safe can only be used once or something. Or
Yeah, either that or it's like a way of getting around below ground. You know, I don't know if it's all connected. They're chutes that all lead into the vault somehow.
Do we fit in it?
We do.
Well, I've tried getting in. Climb in safe. You can't go that way. And enter doesn't work. In doesn't work. Go safe doesn't work. Get in safe.
It might be worth just saving quickly. And have we tried saying something like put statue in safe and then close safe?
Just to see.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah. Put rhino in safe. The ivory rhinoceros is now inside the safe. Close safe. As you... Oh. Did we just get points?
We
We
did,
get
yeah.
5 points then.
Let me just double check. This would make sense. That actually our mission is to get treasures into the vault.
That's definitely another possibility.
Oh no! Look, hang on. We picked up 5 points somehow before. What did we get 5 points for?
You saved it as 2, so that's the same game.
I could have sworn when we started we had 62 points. Oh yeah, okay. We have 62. Do you know what? It doesn't refresh, of course. Sorry, it doesn't refresh. So let me just retrace our steps quickly. 62 points. Bank of Korovnia. Open safe. Put Rhino in safe. Close safe. Yeah. So we get 5 points for putting the Rhino in the safe.
Can we now open the
Whoa.
safe?
We just... Okay, so we've sent the Rhino down, right? And got 5 points. I've just opened the safe again to put another treasure in. And it says the night safe is now open. Without warning, a little man comes out of the bank. He changes the notice and then goes back in.
It was closed for like a business, so we gave them business. Did we open it?
Bank closed due to hardly any business. Signed, Mr. Peckham.
So we just got to keep putting things in the safe.
I guess until the bank reopens.
Stick the skeleton in.
You think that's a treasure? I think only treasures count, I'd imagine. But so we could put, what can we put in? What do we know is a treasure?
Pendant, something?
Yeah, pendant. That's right.
Isn't it a brooch?
Or yes, put
No, it's a
brooch in.
bracelet or something, isn't it?
No. Yeah, platinum brooch. Close safe. 77 points. Open safe.
We got 10 points for that one.
Yeah.
The chips.
Yeah. Another 10 points. Oh, okay. That's triggered the man to come back out again. Bank closed due to very little business. Signed, Mr. Peckham. Should we just put the statue in? The statuette in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it here. I'm paranoid that we're gonna put something in that isn't actually a treasure.
Yeah, that's going to take our points away. But
No,
then
no.
it doesn't take our points away, does
No.
it?
Yeah, it's just that I don't want to get rid of something that we need. Okay. Basically, if we don't get points for it, it's not a treasure, right? Okay, that's another 10 points.
Oh, you could test that theory by putting the pick in.
Yes.
We also have a box with a beating heart.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That was the next
Yeah.
thing.
Is that a treasure?
Is
or
that actually a
Did that
treasure?
need to do something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we actually have a comment that has appeared on the stream properly, the way it's meant to. I'm sure they wouldn't softlock you by letting you put critical items in.
No, it would. It will totally screw us over.
Yeah.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
It's already soft locked us once.
It did.
If you go under the temple before you drop the ladder down, you get stuck.
It did. What would be good is if you put something in that doesn't belong there, that Mr. Peckham comes out and throws it back at you. Okay. Oh, I forgot to look. Did we get any points for that? We didn't, did we?
Get any points for that.
And we've lost the pick. Without warning, a little man comes out of the bank. He throws out some rubbish and then goes back in.
Ah, we've got our broken pick back.
Probably. Let's rubbish bags. Let's look at the rubbish. Oops. Rubbish bags are the black plastic type commonly used by the refuse services, stamped with the Grunchkef Industries logo. They are closed. Open bags. You tear open the bags revealing their contents. There is a pick here. Okay. So that means that we can put the skull with the eye in, and we can put the chest with the heart in.
You can put everything in.
Okay, yeah. Put all in safe. Oh.
Not going to let you do that, is it?
Okay, the lamp's in there, the skull's in there, the pamphlet's in there. The keys won't fit, the berries won't, nothing else will fit.
But that might be because other stuff's in there already.
It's possible, yeah. And this is probably a very bad way of doing it. What? You can't see a safe here? Oh no.
Yes. Now, it's not going to soft lock you, but there's obviously nothing stopping you from inadvertently throwing away your light source in a dark place so that you now can't see what you're doing.
Like I've never played these games before. Okay, let's do them one by one and not try and be too clever. I think it's already open, isn't it? Yep. Okay, put chest in safe. Close safe. Whoa! Did we just lose 10 points?
No.
Oh, no,
your
no.
save game.
Yeah,
You
they did.
reloaded
No,
it.
well, I reloaded, so there was something. The statuette. Let's just do this again.
Yes, the save game didn't have the statuette.
Yeah, so we are on 87. It's a bit weird because it doesn't update, so it showed 97 when I came back from restoring. And then as soon as I did something, it reduced it to 87. But I think that's only because it hadn't refreshed the score when I reloaded. If that makes sense. So, put statuette in safe. Close safe. Now we're on 97. Open safe. So, yeah, the chest doesn't work, does it? Because we tried that. I could try putting that just the heart in. I don't know. Put eye in safe.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else that we've got on us feels like a treasure.
No. Yeah, putting the eye in. Doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, so we're on 97, and I don't think we've got, unless the ebony and ivory keys, or maybe the ivory key is a treasure. Berries. Yeah. No, I think that's good for now.
What's in our swag bag?
The chest, that's where the chest is.
And the heart is in the chest.
Yeah.
And now the eye's in the skull.
So the chest with the heart and the skull with the eye are in the swag bag now. For no particular reason. It's quite nice in that it seems that you can use stuff even if they're inside other containers. Like, it didn't force me to take the eye out of the skull before I could put it in the safe, for example, which is nice, sophisticated. But okay. So I guess we know what those night safes are for. And as we go through this, the bank presumably will eventually open. So we can go east again and then north to Fork in the Road, northwest to Junction Chamber, and then northeast to the toll gate.
Yeah, no, we've been northeast, haven't we?
Sorry?
Did we go northeast already?
Yes, in a previous save. Okay, look at gate. The barrier has a slot in it with the words "Entrance to Fergus only" written above it. So we need coins, I guess, to go through the gate. And I'm just going to save it.
I wonder if you've got to get into the bank to get some Fergs.
I can't imagine Fergs are a lot of money, but we can't open the gate. Yeah, the barrier is down. Perhaps you should pay to get in. So yeah, we need to get some coins from somewhere. And so it's southwest. Presumably that's the only exit, right? Exit southwest. Okay, so just northwest then is the final route. Hot passage. Ah. A hot white glow from the northwest end of this tunnel burns your face and all but takes your breath away. Halfway along, a fault in the southwest wall allows escape from the heat. Okay.
So we need to find that plant.
Yeah.
Rub ourselves in that plant to be able to get through the hot.
I guess so. I imagine if we go further northwest from here, we'll burn our feet. Let's have a look. Room of hot coals. White hot coals cover the floor of the western half of this room, creating a powerful glow which singes the few hairs on your arms. The glow forces you to avert your eyes before they are permanently damaged, but not before you notice a set of steps on the other side of the coals. So that's the room of hot coals. Now southeast. Back to hot passage.
Glasses or something as well then, or goggles. Or...
Yeah, goggles.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, or close our eyes. Okay, but we should be able to go southwest, right? Muddy room. The heat from the passage through the fault in the northeast corner can hardly be felt at all in here. Instead, a thin beam of light which traverses the room from east to west heats it and provides illumination. A mud pool in the middle of the room, about 1 meter in diameter, occasionally lets out a glop noise when a bubble bursts at its surface. On the ceiling, directly over the mud pool, is a lump of wax. Something appears to be stuck in the wax.
I reckon there's going to be a picture for this.
Oh. There's the hot coals. The wax is almost molten due to the heat in the room. A gem is stuck precariously in the wax. It might plummet into the muddy pool at any time.
We have a treasure puzzle here, don't we?
Ooh.
Unless you just take it.
Look at mud. The pool would gratefully swallow anything you care to feed it. Get gem. You can't reach the gem from here.
Save it.
Could try using the pick.
I think we need a fishing net, or we need something to put
Just go over the puddle.
over the puddle under the gem and then throw something at the gem. Or
You don't think that we just want to get into the mud and have a nice little mud bath and...
Sink to the ground.
Well, maybe. Yeah. To our death.
It's just like quicksand.
Swim in mud. I refuse.
Enter pool.
Enter pool. Can't go that way. Stand in mud. No. Yeah. We've got a skeleton. Anything we put in the mud is likely to swallow it. Yeah, I'm gonna save.
Yeah, I think that's that's warning us that if the gem drops in the mud, it's gone for good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We
try
don't
using
need
a jumper.
Yeah, we need something to catch it and then heat the wax so the gem drops.
Well, it sounds like the wax is slowly melting anyway, so I think we just need to wait. If we put the pick in the pool, it says the pick drops into the mud pool and with a loud glop, it is lost forever.
So, okay, this is what I think we need to do. I think we need to put something over the mud, and then we need to find a mirror, and we need to redirect the beam of light onto the wax to warm the wax up finally, which will then cause the ruby to drop.
The beam is a complete mystery to your naturally inquisitive mind. It is glowing. Break beam with what? Thin
It
beam
does
of
seem
light.
like we need a mirror, doesn't it?
Thin beam of light which traverses the room from east to west. Heats it and provides illumination. Yeah, I think it's a fair shout, Mike. I think directing the beam into the wax directly to melt it and having something in the mud pool to catch, or something over the mud pool to catch it.
Or somehow solidify it.
Or solidify the mud. Yeah, I mean, some kind of substance.
We don't have anything to do any of these things, so
No, we don't.
Like using a mirror to redirect the beam of light onto the mud to cause the water to evaporate seems like a long-winded thing. It's possible.
It does.
The only other thing that I'm thinking is to get the eye and to have somehow get the eye to look directly into the light. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to even tell it to do that.
No.
Okay, well, I think we go out of the mountain and explore some of the other outside areas then. I mean, it may well be that the solution to this is the other side of the hot coals, for example. So northeast, southeast, east to cave entrance, east to on a hill. Now, actually, I'm just going to nip back in. Okay, I just wondered if there was an image for the bank or the shop, but there isn't, and presumably there isn't for the toll gate either. Okay. Right. So let me just switch to the map. So this is where we are. This is on a hill. We need to figure out whether these join up and, how this all works. Because the wood where the temple is, for example, was northwest to this wood, but south back. And it's possible that this goes straight. These actually connect up without anything in between. So I'm tempted to come back to here and go north rather than starting up here. I'm going to go south to here and then try going north and see what happens. This should be temple. Yes, a temple to some esoteric deity. So let's try going north from here. We're back at wood where we've already been. So I suspect that if we go north from here, we get to on a hill. Okay. So I know this is very dull and boring, but this... oh no. Ah, stop it. Oh. I'll sort this out properly later, obviously. Okay, so let's go back here and try going east. Which is where we are, isn't it? Oh. East. East does take us to Copse. So...
So it looks like, yeah, there's just no gap between wood and copse.
Yeah, you're right. As I say, I'll sort this out later. I'm not going to fiddle around. Okay, so that means we can go northeast here. Copse, another Copse to the northeast. Let's try going west from here then. Northwest rather. There we go. Northwest. Come on. Oh, it's not responding now. Northwest from Copse. Go on a hill. Yeah, that doesn't. And so what's there then? This so on a hill here must go somewhere that we haven't been.
So we want to go east from on a hill.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Not giving me control back. Okay. East. Scrub. This part of the scrub seems a lot healthier than the regions which lie to the northeast and east. There's actually some grass growing here amongst the tangled undergrowth. Southwestward leads into a wood, southward to a copse, and southeastward to a field of golden wheat. Westward takes you onto the side of a hill which rises up above the scrub, and to the north is the moat of a homely castle and its drawbridge. Hearing a sort of splosh from the moat, you turn to see the ripples where a fish has just risen.
Is there a net somewhere?
So there's the homely castle. And east of here is also scrub. Here, bramble bushes and weeds that constantly tug and tear at your ankles have run amok. This type of foliage continues to the west and north, but becomes stronger to the southwest, forming a copse. To the east is the rickety old jetty, and a wheat field lies to the south. Dragging an extremely heavy trunk is an old frail man wearing a white sash. The man appears quite tired, almost completely exhausted by a long, difficult life. Judging by his expression, the enormous trunk he drags behind him isn't helping matters one little bit. Ask the man about trunk. The man says, I have such a heavy one to make it impossible for petty thieves to steal. There are times when I wish it were lighter, though. Oh, I have such a heavy one to make it impossible for petty thieves to steal.
Luckily, we're not petty.
No, we're not. Steel trunk. Ah, but you are not a sufficiently qualified member of the thieves of the Guild of Thieves. So. Burning Origami says, mug old frail man. Which is kind of what I just tried. I don't understand mug. Rob man. No, doesn't understand that either. Okay. Let's look at the trunk.
Can
Trunk
we
is,
help him?
yeah, really too large for one person to carry him around. Help man. A grateful smile appears on the old man's face. Your extra weight makes the trunk move quite easily, and you soon arrive at the castle's drawbridge. The gatekeeper notices you, lowers the drawbridge, and drags the trunk into the castle. The old man follows him, disappearing into the depths of a place he obviously knows well.
Did we get 5 points for that?
We did get some points.
Yes, we did.
Does that mean we're
now
still
the
at,
drawbridge is down?
yeah, we're still at the scrub. So, but presumably, yes, the drawbridge is down. Okay, so there's lots of exits here. I think we're at the scrub next to the jetty still. Let's go north. Ah. Okay, it's north. We're in entrance hall. The gatekeeper greets you and leads you through the courtyard into the entrance hall, saying, "Later on, I'll be holding a rat race in the courtyard. If you'd care to come along and perhaps make a wager, I'll give you a shout when it starts. Goodbye." Maybe that's how we get some Fergs. Entrance hall. All visitors are brought to this entrance hall on arrival at the castle. The floor is covered with a vast rug, woven in traditional Karovnian style, and a wooden staircase leads up to the top floor. There are also exits in all 4 walls.
Would the rug cover a mud puddle? Or mud pool?
Good shout. The rug must have taken months to weave. Get it. Too heavy to lift. Roll it up. You must have the rug. Oh. Okay. It's interpreted roll it as a separate command to up. So it's taken us up to corridor. There is a tiled wooden floor in this corridor, the tiles forming a mosaic which depicts an ancient Borean battle mask. The corridor continues south and east, other exits being in the west and north walls, and a staircase leading down to the entrance hall. Okay, I'm going to go back down again because I don't want to explore up here yet. Let's sort the entrance hall out first. Let's try move rug. Too heavy to lift. Yeah, okay. Or look under rug. You find nothing of interest.
But the rug really pulls the room together.
Yeah, we should leave it. Okay, so presumably the south exit takes us back out to courtyard. Courtyard. Oh, it doesn't take us back to where we've been at all, actually. South is courtyard. The courtyard, open to the clear sky above, has ivy trailing hither and thither over the walls. There are openings in the north and south walls, which lead to the entrance hall and gatehouse, respectively. Okay. So there we go. Probably climb that ivy.
We need to keep an eye out for Jeremitis.
Yeah. Does anybody know what it actually is? Is that an ivy? A type of ivy? Probably worth looking up. Climb ivy. A cursory glance at the ivy persuades you that it is of no importance. So south to the gatehouse. The gatehouse is a tall, airy room built from large blocks of stone. The drawbridge leads to the south and another exit leads north. A lever in the south wall is used to raise and lower the drawbridge. The gatekeeper is watching your every move.
The Gerominitis is a succulent, apparently.
Right, so that is a creeping vine then. Aren't succulents like creepy things?
No, I don't think so. I don't know, maybe.
I'd imagine it was more like aloe vera, those succulents being like thick,
Yeah.
thick-stemmed things that have juices in them.
It's a researchable question, people. The gatekeeper is short and squat. He takes great pride in his work and hates those who think they can do better. Okay, south to scrub, north to gatehouse, north to courtyard, north to entrance hall. Okay, so let's go west. Lounge. The lounge has many comfortable chairs and a shag pile carpet, which brings a refreshing spring to your step. A coal fire blazes away by the hearth, giving off a warm, soft light which makes you feel relaxed and easy. There are exits in the south and east walls. A black iron bucket stands close to the fire. Oh, lovely. These are great. I love these
Bucket.
palettes.
A bucket which may rest on the mud.
Possible. Or disappear into it. The bucket is made of iron. It contains a lump of coal. Well, let's leave it for now. The coal fire gives an almost tropical warmth to this room. It is a light. The shag pile carpet was produced in the heyday of the Crewside Textiles Cooperative. Okay. I don't think there's anything else for us to look at, but we can go south from here.
Did you take them?
Why are you leaving the coal in the bucket?
It's years of having carry limits.
We don't seem to have one though, do we?
No, it's true. Okay, I'll pick it up on the way back. We're in the gallery. Once upon a time, this gallery... I guess I was also just thinking, just leave stuff that isn't obviously useful for now and come back for it. But yeah, we can just pick up everything. I mean, we are thieves. Once upon a time, this gallery held the finest collection of art in all Korovnia. However, during these days of financial hardship, most of the classics have been sold and only a few paintings by obscure contemporary artists remain. An exit leads north into the lounge and an ornately carved archway provides an exit south. Look at paintings. The oil painting is a classic, painted by Ripov during his Dead period. The watercolour depicts a wandering minstrel playing a lute and floating above the ground, singing the words Urfanor Pendra. The gaudy painting is an object lesson in how to fail as an artist. Okay, so there's an oil painting, a watercolour, and a gaudy painting. Urfanor Pendra.
Sounds like an anagram or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if we find a lute and we need to float at some point.
Yeah, maybe. Painted by Ripoff, I just realised. But I mean, if it's a classic, it might be a treasure, I guess. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gaudy. That's not how you spell gaudy. Oh, you've got the gaudy painting. You find a safe. There's a safe behind the gaudy painting. The safe looks as though it would be pretty difficult to crack. It is locked. No.
Do we? I mean, it might be a combination safe.
Yeah, true.
Can you just type unlock safe? Will it ask? Oh, maybe it'll just ask with. No, no.
Says with what?
I wondered if it might ask for something. That's all.
Yeah.
Did you look at the safe?
Yeah, I have done. It just says it looks as though it would be pretty difficult to crack. It is locked. Okay.
Well,
Exits north and south. So
Add it to the list of puzzles.
yeah.
Can you look at the lock on the safe?
No, it's interpreted it as look and then lock. What do you want to lock? So we can't actually look at the lock specifically. South to the drawing room. The Korovnian ladies retire here after banquets and other functions at the castle. The room is mainly decorated in a pale yellow colour, but there is an antique red leather settee against the south wall that clashes violently. The only exit from here is back through the archway into the gallery. Okay. Look at the settee. The settee squeaks as you look at it. There is a cushion on it. The cushion? The cushion is the handiwork of a complete amateur. It is closed.
I'm expecting to find a mouse.
Good shout. Probably in the cushion. I've just got the cushion. It says you have now got the cushion. You are carrying too much and the lamp annoyingly falls to the ground. You are carrying too much and the swag bag annoyingly falls to the ground.
Oh,
So there we
no.
are. We've maxed it out.
It's like it heard us.
Yeah.
I mean, we are carrying 2 big paintings.
3.
Okay.
Can we put the paintings in the swag bag?
I don't think the swag bag prevents us from. I don't think it. Prevents us from carrying too much. But it might. But we can say drop paintings, and we can drop all of the paintings, which is quite nice. I like that. We could probably put some other things. If I put the pamphlet in the bag, it won't fit. You hear the gatekeeper shout, "The rat race will start soon." We should probably get to the rat race, right? Come back for this stuff. Like, open the cushion and look inside it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although, if it's got a rat that's going to run off, I wonder whether we should do that outside.
Yeah. The cushion contains some foam and a note. The note bears the profile of King Randolph Ferry the Fearless, as traditionally used on 5 Ferg notes and coins. Money.
Okay.
Do we want to search the settee?
I mean, of course you've got to search down the back of the settee.
You find nothing of interest. Move settee. The settee is too heavy to lift. The settee squeaks as you look at it. I mean, it's possible that it just means it's a red leather sofa. Like, it's so squeaky that just looking at it makes it squeak.
Yeah. We should
Okay.
go outside and place a bet on the rat race.
Yeah, let's hurry. North, north, east, south. Courtyard. There's a cage here. The cage will hold 1 small bird. It is closed. Where are we meeting for the rat race? I thought it was the courtyard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've just gone to the gatehouse and looked, and the gatekeeper says, "I'm sorry, sir. I can't stand here with you all day. I have work to do. I'll show you to the drawing room where you can relax." We're back in the drawing room, and the swag bag, lamp, oil painting, watercolour, and gaudy painting are all here, because I forgot to pick the swag bag and lamp up.
What a helpful gatekeeper.
Yeah, really. I'm going to leave the paintings there, though. North, north, east to the entrance hall. South to courtyard. There's a cage here. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what to do now. Does everybody else remember where he said the rat race was going to be held?
I thought he said the courtyard.
Me too. Maybe we're just too early. Okay, well, let's take the opportunity to go east from the entrance hall. Dining hall. Velvet drapes cover the bare walls of this large dining hall in preparation for a celebratory banquet. At one end of a long table stands a cubic golden cage, inside which is a grizzly bear, obviously the star attraction for the forthcoming celebrations. Exits from here lead west and south. Golden cage. Look at the bear. The bear looks rather unhappy about his confinement. He would much prefer to be roaming free in the rocky countryside of Plackhund, fishing to his stomach's content. The cage is 5 meters on each side, but still too small to comfortably hold the grizzly bear, who sits in the cage, looking incredibly grumpy, guarding a platinum chalice.
Yeah. There's our treasure.
Okay, so we need fish from the moat, is my guess.
Yep.
And where we can go south from here? The kitchen. The cleanliness and hygiene of the castle kitchen gives you hope for the guests at the forthcoming banquet. Apart from the usual utensils, there is a sink with a cupboard underneath it and a worktop against the west wall. Also there are exits in the north, south, and east walls. So south and east from here. Sink, cupboard. Okay. Look in.
Can we see the picture, please?
Oh, sorry.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Okay, so open. The cupboard contains some rat poison and a jam jar. So we can get the poison. We can't get the jar because we're carrying too much.
Just gone back, and it definitely is the courtyard that the race is in.
Thank you. I think the bag is full. Put note in bag. No. Nothing. I don't think anything will fit. Put lamp in bag. Yeah.
I guess you can put the note back in the cushion in case that makes any difference.
No. Okay, well, there's a jam jar here. We have nothing to do with it. You'd kind of hope that there'd be another announcement about the rat race. Let's look at the worktop. Oops. Worktop has a smooth surface to make it easily cleaned. Okay, well, let's go south. Quarters. The servants' quarters are sparsely furnished and a trifle on the cold side. An antique cabinet stands against the east wall and there are exits leading north and south. Open the cabinet. There's a golden key. I can't carry it. I'm carrying too much.
A golden key for a golden cage, perhaps?
Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it, to
release the bear.
Release the bear. I mean, seeing as we've only got, it's 8 o'clock now, shall I just drop the cushion? Or actually, no. Drop poison. Get key. north to the kitchen. Let's just go east. Well, there was more. There's actually more places to go from there as well, weren't there? Let's go north, dining hall. Unlock page with golden key.
Want to save it first?
I'm going to redo all of this anyway to kind of
fair
figure
enough,
out
fair enough.
the map and.
And I think we need to decide where we're going to store all of our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like put everything in the dining somewhere.
No, somewhere outside the castle.
Yeah.
Just hoard it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe take it back and put it on the boat. Possibly, I'll have a look at that. Where's a sensible place to put stuff? I mean, a lot of the stuff that we've kind of used already. We're still carrying the pick around and things like that.
Well, yeah, exactly. So we can
So-
drop all that definitely.
Okay, it's now 8:01, and I'm going to open the cage and see what happens.
I mean, the other thing, of course, would be, just to take anything that we've just picked up that we think might be a treasure and take it straight to a drop safe.
Yeah. Open cage. Sensing freedom, the bear bounds out of the cage and, equating you with his captor, attacks. Unfortunately, you don't really stand a chance against his sharp claws and powerful grip, and are thus mauled to a painful death. You have died.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll do some experiments between now and next week, including going straight to the courtyard when the rat race is announced to see if anything happens. And I'll also figure out how to kind of get all the stuff that we found together in one place. I might also try dropping the paintings into the safe just to see if any of them are actually a treasure. Unless people would rather I do that on stream. But
Don't mind.
yeah. It's just admin, isn't it? It's admin.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Cool. I hope this format worked. I haven't been looking at your faces. I've been looking at the game. But I hope everybody else enjoyed it. Let us know if you did. Please comment on the games if you've watched them and enjoy us playing them. In the meantime, we'll see you next Monday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.